so much, Councilman. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Madam President and colleagues. Today I'd like to honor the outstanding and accomplished life of Agnes Stevens, who passed away on February 13th of this year, but left behind an amazing legacy through her educational nonprofit, School on Wheels. Born as the youngest of 5 children in Boston on June 13, 1935, Agnes led a life that touched and enhanced the lives of all who had the privilege to know her or to benefit from her selfless philanthropic work. She spent 18 years of her life as a Mary Knoll sister, teaching in Chicago, New York, and in Little Tokyo. Following this chapter of her life, she spent the next 22 years teaching in the Pico Rivera public school system. Although she retired relatively early, her love of teaching and community drew her back to a part-time role in a school in Venice, where she greeted and aided school children who came from a homeless shelter. This experience highlighted the unique educational needs of homeless children in LA and instilled in her an unwavering desire to help them and give them hope for a better life. Agnes's passion for helping these underprivileged school children inspired her to single-handedly found the nonprofit School on Wheels in 1993. 22 years later, School on Wheels continues to thrive and help Los Angeles' homeless children. In the past year alone, School on Wheels has organized for over 1,800 volunteers to tutor over 3,000 homeless students. During the same time period, the organization has also distributed over 5,000 backpacks, school supplies, uniforms, and bus tokens. Agnes's empowering work did not go unnoticed. In 2008, she received the World Children's Prize for the Rights of the Child, following a global vote consisting of 17 million children in 100 countries. To defenders of children's rights, this award is known as the Nobel Prize of that field. The accolades didn't stop there. In 2009, she was voted as the LA Weekly's Person of the Year and was awarded the Minerva Award from California's First Lady at the time, Maria Shriver, who acknowledged Agnes as a hero on the front lines of humanity. She was also the recipient of the Children's Freedom Award, Hero Award, Courage Award, Cool Women Award, and a Citizen of the Year Award, along with a Certificate of Commendation from the U.S. Senate and a Certificate of Appreciation from the City of Los Angeles. She lived an extraordinary life that has given both hope and education to thousands of homeless children in Los Angeles. So on behalf of the city and all of its officials, it's an honor for me to join in recognizing the outstanding life of Agnes Stevens.
Thank you, Mr. Koretz. And we're also here today to not only honor and pay tribute to Agnes, but also to honor the organization that she founded, an incredible organization that continues to provide much-needed assistance to homeless children and their families. And you know, often when we talk about the many impacts of homelessness on individuals, we forget about the children who are affected. And homelessness has a devastating impact on children's educational opportunities. Students experiencing homelessness typically change schools frequently. This can impact learning as students adjust to new environments, new classes, new teachers, and classmates. Each school change is estimated to set a student back academically in the average of 4 to 6 months, and 28% of homeless children will attend 3 or more different schools in a year. The loss of home can be intensely traumatic, as you can probably imagine, impacting children and young people's social and intellectual well-being. And that's where this incredible program that we are honoring today comes in. Schools on Wheels core programs are designed to address the key barriers that stand between homeless children and the education they need and deserve. Some of the services Schools on Wheels provides, as Mr. Koretz noted, include everything from helping kids and families gather needed records like birth certificates, immunization records, transfer papers, and complete the paperwork needed to get kids re-enrolled in school. And they do that all in one day versus weeks it can take without their assistance. School on Wheels helps get students placed in needs-based special classes or schools and helps arrange any testing necessary to determine those needs. And as you all know, oftentimes it's very difficult to navigate the educational pipeline. And with Schools on Wheels, they provide that parent role that many of these kids so desperately need. They provide computers and scholarships and much, much more. Schools on Wheels' greatest impact is provided by volunteers who come from all backgrounds and professions to teach, mentor, and assist the educational life of a homeless child. At this time, let's give a big round of applause to all the volunteers who give of their time to support Schools on Wheels. Thank you so, so much. And so, colleagues, we stand here in thanks and praise of Schools on Wheels and all they're doing for one of the most vulnerable populations you can imagine, and that's homeless children. Thank you, Schools on Wheels, and congratulations, and much thanks to Agnes. Thank you so much. Okay, and now. And now we're going to hear from Catherine Meek, the Executive Director, and afterwards Josh Fain, President of the Board. Catherine?
Thank you very much. Thank you, Council Members, Huizar and Koretz, Honourable Council Members. I'd also like to thank John Pellico, Steve Garcia, and Gilbert Marez. Agnes Stevens would have been honoured to receive this tribute today, not for herself, but for our homeless students. Agnes never really cared about awards and accolades. She cared about the enormous problem of homeless children in Los Angeles. Almost 14,000 students identified as homeless by the Los Angeles Unified School District, and over 163,000 children homeless in just the school districts that we serve in Southern California. We hear a lot about the growing homeless population, but no one talks about the children. We can't continue to ignore these shocking statistics. We can all do something about it. You can do something about it. We can certainly come together as a community to help the most fragile and vulnerable population in our society, children. These are children who live with fear, uncertainty, shame, and inconsistency every single day of their lives. We can certainly help them as they struggle against the huge obstacles just to get to school, to stay in school, to study and to learn, which is their number one job as a child, to study and to learn. Agnes Stevens founded School on Wheels to knock those barriers down. She knew, as all of us know, that education is the only sure pathway out of homelessness and poverty. She knew that all children, including homeless children, need an education to survive, to be successful. In honouring and recognising Agnes Stevens today, you honour and recognise our homeless students. So on behalf of Agnes, all of our homeless students, School on Wheels, all of my colleagues, my team members, and my board behind me, I know Agnes would care about today. I know she would have been proud of today. Thank you so much.
Good morning, and thank you. I also was very honored to be in the presence of the Tuskegee Airmen, and being part of today is a memorable occasion. What I'd like to recognize, or have the council people recognize, are the heroes that don't put their lives at stake, but travel hundreds of miles on a daily basis to go meet with homeless kids that are spread out in an area of 2,500 square miles throughout the area that we cover. The majority of them are in LA and LA County, and our facility is located on Skid Row, where a lot of the people behind me show up every day and help tutor over 300 kids during the year. These kids are in this position at no fault of their own, and unfortunately, being homelessness for these kids is really their greatest risk. School on Wheels makes a positive impact to thousands of kids every year, and I just am delighted to be part of an organization that is truly grounded and understands the true problems that our society has today. I feel that education is the backbone of any society, and maintaining that with our youth is the most important thing that we can do. Thank you.
So thank you so much. And we all know that getting a good education is a ticket out of poverty. And the work that School on Wheels is doing is providing our homeless children in the city of LA that ticket by the support, love, and care. So on behalf of the city of Los Angeles, we first want to present a resolution to Agnes Stevens in tribute of her remarkable work, the great human being she was, and also for founding such a great organization. Thank you so much. We'd love to present the second resolution to the president of the board, Josh Fine. Is it Fine or Fine? Fine. I said it fine. The way I said it was fine. Fine? Okay. Fine. And thank the organization for the wonderful work they do and continuing the legacy of Agnes. Congratulations and thank you so much.
Mr. Clerk, let's go to item 20.
Madam President, item 20 called Special for Cards.
Mr. Walsh, item 20.
John Walsh, blogging at HollywoodHighlands.org or J. Walsh Confidential, tweeting at Hollywood Dems. Here we are at Rent Escrow Account Program. People have been blogging, emailing me how much money we've saved them. Because remember, any code violations in your house, you report it to the manager. The manager and the owner don't repair them within 30 days, you report them to the city. And if they continue not reporting them, what happens? Their rent doesn't go to, your rent doesn't go to your landlord anymore. It goes to the city till he repairs the code violations. This, again, when you do a good job, no, when you do a good job, I'm the first to congratulate you.
Thank you, Mr. Walsh. Juan Alcala, item 20.
I wish to speak only 1 minute on this item.
Mr. Alcala, you have 2 minutes.
What? Can I hold 1 minute?
No, you have 1 minute and 49 seconds now.
But I'm saying I only want to speak 1 minute.
Oh, that's fine. Go
and
ahead.
hold my other minute. How
Sure.
do I do that?
Go ahead, sir.
I haven't figured out how to hold my other minute. Can you tell me how to hold my other minute?
Mr. Alcala, please.